Is that going to be enough? Hope so. I'm live. Hello, everybody in YouTube land, on Facebook, both YouTube and Facebook. I have you together tonight. I'm excited. It's my first live on YouTube. So let me give a little introduction to myself. For myself, I'm Lou Segura. I'm in Bayonne, New Jersey. I own Boho Yoga, and I'm here to share a little bit of yoga with you, just a little. So, if you have any aches and pains that you want me to know about, if you want to write something to me, that's great. I got about to get started. Okay. So let's begin. Relaxing in a standing posture. Notice your feet. Turn them in, turn them out, however you need to go to try to line up the second and third toe with your heel. Try to line up your knees to your second and third toe. Relax. Just stand and just notice your breath. Don't close your eyes, but rather stare right into whatever's right in front of you. Allow yourself to breathe intentionally. Allow yourself to exhale intentionally. We'll take little bits at a time. And as we're breathing, we're allowing that feeling of that exhale to relax us more and more so that we can find and navigate ourselves through our body. Just relax and breathe. Notice, sense how you're standing, trying to get everything to line up with the heels, flatten, relax and open. That might be challenging, that in itself. So just kind, whatever feels good. Little bits at a time. Sometimes we can't even open the arms because they're so tight and not used to moving. But allow yourself to think about it, to open as far to the sides with both arms as we can. Breathe. Can you feel your feet pressing into the floor? Can you feel the ball joints pressing into the floor? Can you feel the toes separating at the ball joints? Separate the toes. Try. Feel the big toe, the inner heel a little bit more, like the blade. Same amount. And feel the arches lifting. Feel the knees pulling in. Feel the tail pulling in. Feel the body lifting to a deep breath. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your spine still. How we can still have some room to allow the chest and the heart to draw further forward without arching, without lifting, without allowing that to happen by keeping a soft hold. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky as high as we can. Lift and stretch and take a little step back with the right leg, a little one. Nothing big, just a little step. Feel your heel flat on the floor. Make sure there's nothing that's going to trip you up. Keep your feet about shoulder width apart and let yourself lift your body toward. Feel the big toes, the inner heels engaging. Try not to lock your knee back, but keep it straight, soft. Can you find your body straight on top of both legs? Take a deep breath, reach a little higher, stretch a little bit more. Let the eyes gaze up to the fingers. Now, bend the front knee a little. Pull your tail forward a little bit and lean up and back. Take a deep breath. Relax and gently come forward. Soft, nothing big. Inhale, sweep the arms, engage those legs. Try to find your toes. Remember, tail pulling, knees are lifting, everything's still turning on. And then we step back, just a step back. Notice how when I stepped back, my hips didn't open, they stayed square. So try. Try to stay square. Gently, softly pushing, reaching up in the body, gently pulling back the body. Let the hips push forward. Breathe. Open your heart. Soften the chin to your throat. Down back up. Relax. And release. Allow yourself to reach back and try to either clasp your hands together, extend your arms down, or if that's too much, grab a hand and extend your arm what you can. And while you're extending yourself, try to pull both shoulder blades back and your chest up. And keep trying to extend the arm. Nothing big, nothing hard, but feel the belly pulling in. Are you breathing intentionally? Feel yourself relax. Let's switch sides gently, especially if you have that, or just continue to extend. Nothing hard, as gently, as softly as your body allows. Try to pull the shoulder blades. Try to feel the belly pulling. So that we stop ourselves from arching in all kinds of ways with the spine as we're trying to hug the spine from behind. Breathing. Inhale. Come back up. Arms reaching forward. Left leg steps back. So now we're going to touch the floor or your blocks or your chair or whatever you have to help you. Allow yourself down. Let yourself come down. All the way down if you can. And if you can't come all the way down, try to rest your chin to your throat. And even if you can't come all the way down, chin to your throat. If you can, extend the legs, take a deep breath. Exhale, push back in the back of the thighs, extend your spine a little further forward. Soften through the knee as we inhale. Extend your leg back, uplift your heel this time. Gently twist down to your knee so it's soft. Relax. Rotate. Try to find your spine so that you're not pinching your neck. Allow yourself. Maybe it's too much to lift your arm because it'll pinch and it'll hurt. Maybe you could rotate your shoulder blade. And come back. Join your feet together in the back, uplift your knee gently. If you need to come down, come down. If you can stay up, stay up. Downward dog, pressing through, way back. Feel your heart opening the chest. Feel your heels melt into the floor. Feel your chest melt into the floor near your toes. Shoulders back. Soften, plank pose. Down to your knees if you need to. Relax down, layers by layers, what you can. Soften and inhale the body upward. Gently. Keep your chin in your throat. Anchor your legs where you can. Use a little bit in the arms, as little as you need. Feel the hips and the legs, the belly all working. Now the arms a little bit more. And soften back down. Downward dog. Reach. Gently. Don't rush. This is soft. Tonight is soft. Let's pedal those heels. Feel the stretch in the legs. Activate them a little bit more. Try to push your body back just a little further. And continue to pedal your legs. Try not to let your knees bow or buckle. Soften down to your knees into child's pose. Wide knees, closed toes. Allow yourself to go. Are you breathing? Every exhale, feel your body melting. Every inhale, feel your body soften. On your next breath, come back up. Notice your breath, how calm you feel when you let yourself breathe at least 5 times. At least 5. Then you start to feel that nice sensation of relaxation and calm. Keep your mind calm even though you're strained. Allow yourself to relax back. You need blocks, you need a blanket, anything, something to put back here. Hands as wide as you need, as close toward the toes as you can. Put a block over here. Seat if you can't, sit down. Use your legs here if you can't, go down. Like it. Hold your hips, lean back. If you're down here, use your fingers to the floor, hands, shoulder blades tucking back everybody, both standing and sitting. Inhale the heart upward, feel it stretching upward, keep your chin in the throat. Feel the hips pulling the tail toward the knees, thighs turning on, and we lift the hips. Try to get the hips on top of the knees. Breathe, doesn't mean you will, just the direction. And so, come back down. Gently, come back up. Let's extend outward. Downward dog again. Soft tonight, just soft, nothing. This is just for a nice release of tension, okay? So as gently as you can pedaling, but try to keep that body back. Soften through the shoulders. Are you breathing? Okay, soften the knees to a crouching pose. Your feet are hip width apart. Down with the knees, eyes up. Notice the body's still back. Pigeon pose. Right leg leans up to the top. Way up as far as you can. Extend yourself. Gently melt down and back with that breath. Whichever leg is in the back. Allow yourself a little rotation into the right side. Allow yourself a little rotation into the left side, but notice I didn't move my hands. Come back around. Inhale, lift, gently, use more legs. With the body lifting, the belly pulling the body off the thigh. Extend what you can. Engage that leg in the back so that you can lift yourself a little bit more. Several things. Left hand can come up if the right leg is in. Opposite if it's the opposite. Maybe both arms, just be careful with your back. Maybe you can clasp your back, hands behind your back, and reach back, drawing up in the spine. So feel that extension. Soften down, bringing the hands forward, elbows to the floor. Take soft deep breaths as the body lengthens outward and downward. Gently melting, releasing and allowing. On your next inhale, gently come back up. Hands come under the shoulders, downward facing dog, lift way up high. Pedal for a few breaths. Pedal. Adjust your body, your strength, your arms, your chest, lifting. Your eyes stay soft. Feel the movement of those legs, stretching those bottom of your feet, your calves. Allow yourself to join both legs. Now looking up to your fingers, crouching pose. Left knee comes forward. Soft and light. How soft can you go without dropping? Gently reaching. Now here's one. Look how your knee is. Try at the minimum to have the heel in that same line as that hip. It's the same line. And we're trying to eventually anchor the knee out further. Right? That means that we can go further back, right? Eventually. Just what feels good. Right, lifting upward as high as you can. Feel it. Gently rotate to the left. Gently, gently, gently. Gently rotate to the right. Softly. Don't go too far. Feel those hips open. Come back around. Adjust for your strength. Push the legs down. Feel your body rising. Lift. Soften the arms. Keep sinking the hips if you can. Maybe that right arm. Maybe the left arm. Maybe no arms. Maybe you clasp your hands behind your back. Maybe you stretch yourself out a little further tonight. Breathe. Release. And relax. Soften down to the elbows. Let yourself know. Let that breath guide you. On your inhale, becoming softer and softer the body. The exhale, melting the body wherever it can go. Where it will go. Allow it to go. Inhale, gently come back out. You don't want to stay too long. Let's extend this out. Oh, that feels so good. So push through the heels a little bit. Allow your hands to come down to your sides. Now notice where your hands are. How wide are they? Bring them in as close as you can. Push down and lift your heart. Try not to let the shoulders come up. Try to push the shoulders away from the ears. Push the arms as straight as you can. Make the legs as straight as you can. And breathe. I'm going to turn on my side so you can see me a little bit better. Pushing. Just sitting and pushing. Nothing else. Breathe. Feel the arms lifting the chest up a little bit more. Feel the shoulder blades hugging a little further this time into the back. Feel how the head wants to travel forward. Don't let it. Gently feel that spine unwind. Sweep the arms forward and up. Inhale. Gently and softly let the hips round forward. Breathing and allowing yourself to melt. Take your time. Go where you need to go. If you know you can go further, go further. If you want to take your time, take your time. Feel the body exhaling just a little bit. And then notice to a certain point that you can actually move the back of the thighs further back. Push the heels further forward. Push the knees gently down. Lengthen your heart further. Your crown. Releasing tension without pulling. Just releasing. Gently come back up. Just let that right knee out to the side. Sit up nice and tall. Add a little rotation. So holding on with your hands, try to keep your body up. Activate your legs, both of them, so that that left leg is pushing away. The right foot is pulling into the thigh pushing into the foot, and we're holding the body with the legs. Not hard, just stay comfortable. Keep adjusting if you need to, not to worry to move. Lift your body tall as you can and rotate more rib cage. Soften the arms, nothing hard, soft. Just the rib cage, the legs, soften the arms. There is nothing holding. This is just to help you balance. Everything is soft and gentle, keeping everything, making it longer, making it thinner, narrow. Feel everything drawing inward, belly. Reach that left hand across to the right leg, gently. Can you lift yourself a little taller? Now, without leaning the best that you can you rotate a little bit further? Feel how that foot anchors a little bit better. Can you feel that foot anchoring into that thigh? Take a deep breath. Lift your heart a little bit more. Lift the hips a little higher. Gently come back around. Same action, rotating the other direction. Pull your chest over your thigh. Notice the different tension happening in the legs. Let them continue to move into them. Push the hips back. Lift your heart. Draw the belly, find the mind. Stay mindful of every part of you. Gently, gently reaching over the thigh with your heart the best that you can. Extending the arms without shoulders extending, just your arms. Shoulders are pulling back. If you can, you grab your leg. If you can, you reach your ankle. If you can, the heel. Depending on where you are, maybe you could grab the ball joints. Maybe you could turn that right hand, palm away, grab the fingers around the ball joint. Soften and breathe. And come back up. Breathe. Feel it. Don't stop focusing on your breathing. Notice that relaxation. Let's switch sides. I'm going to turn to the other side so I can keep looking at you. Or at least keep you looking at me. So now adjusting, breathing, and opening ourselves up. Allow yourself to feel your weight. Try to stay as straight as you can on your body. Breathing, allowing. Hands up for balance. Noticing. Left hand, right hand to the left thigh. Gently rotating. Try not to lean. Remember, we're lifting upward nice and tall, and just the ribs are turning. Gently come back around, soften. Allow yourself to lift your body at the waistline. Softly turn your body. Keep the legs the way they are. Use them the way they are. Allow yourself to reach just what you can. Adjust, of course, with your action. The squarer you are here, the easier it is. The more flared out your hips are here, the easier it is. So remember to adjust yourself for your comfort and breathe and allow. Gently come back up. Relax and release. Swing the legs around to the back for a tabletop. Coming up, bring your knees about hip width apart. Try to flatten your ankles down gently. Try to keep the hips on top of the knees. Try to flatten your spine. Notice, if you can, how the spine always wants to stay higher than the shoulders. Relax. Feel it. Notice, feel the belly turn on. Notice how it likes to also sag down. Keep it turning hard, nothing hard. It's very soft. I'm coming up further to the front of my mat. Give myself room. I want to stretch out my right leg. So gently stretching out that right leg. Push that heel back. Don't let the body move. But just push that heel back. Push the toes down. Keep some tension in that left leg to keep a balance of your body as we slide the right leg to the left side of the left foot. Turn your head to the left and gently lean around. Can you see it? Your heel. Try not to drop that right hip. Feel a wonderful stretch from the heel to the hip, to the shoulder even. Come back around. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Gently reach. Push back that heel. Allow yourself to look around. Can you see it? Can you breathe it? Can you allow that hip to melt? Relax, release, soft. Into a hero's pose. Just for now. Hero's pose. Knees together, heels under your sit bones. Or use a block, a blanket, anything that's going to support your legs if you can't sit down. Even a blanket between the calf and the thigh at the knee really helps, really helps. Inhale, come back up onto the knees, reaching the arms up to the sky, reaching up nice and high, softly leaning back. Keep the hands about shoulder width apart. Gently lift your heart, let the shoulders melt down if they can. Give yourself some room, reaching. Let the hips turn the tail underneath and push into it so that the hips stay on top of the knees. Reaching back a little further. Careful not to pinch your back. Just go to where your body lets you. Soften and bring both arms around to your hips. Support your hips, support your back. Try to lengthen your body away from your hips. Try to flatten the hip from the bottom at the thigh to the top at the lower back. Try to flatten it like before. Breathe. Doesn't mean you're going to go far. But notice how the knees want to separate more for you to do so. Gently come back up. Down into your hero's pose. Gently bring the knees together. Careful with this one. It's called rabbit. In rabbit pose, I'm going to suggest a blanket for most of us, and I'll use it with a nice thick cushion, 3 inches of cushion there. In rabbit, it's about an exhale. It's about drawing inward. It's about making everything flat and round, collapsing over your thighs, chin to the throat. Imagine the eye sockets touching your knees now. If we need space, it's not going to let us go all the way down. So just use your arms here if you need to, and just keep trying to melt down. Think of a child's pose, with the arms back, drawing. Try your best to extend your spine so that the forehead at the hairline is on the very top of the mat. Even if your hips lift. Because we're going to lift the hips, okay? So the hairline touches. Shoulders melt. On an exhale, without turning your head, so watch me first, keep your chin at the throat, roll onto your head, lifting your hips. Try to lift your hips as high as your knees. Notice I stopped talking. You can't move. You have to be still. Try it one more time. It's great for the neck. It's great for the spine. Think of relaxing, nothing hard, right? Just one breath. Just one breath. Get there, head on the floor, lift up the hips, and then stay one breath. Okay? All right. Wow. On the exhale, come back up. Let the body rise, let the chin lift, let the body lift, reach the arms out, reach the arms back, flare your hands, point your fingers toward each other, allow yourself to breathe, gently pull your arms toward each other, as if you wanted to touch your toes. Inhale, come back up, and soften, come back down. Allow. Do you have a blanket? If you have a blanket, you can use it for your ankles rather than being hard or unless you're sitting on a carpet. But allow softness as much as you can for your feet so that they don't hurt. Allow yourself to sit relaxed. Allow yourself to breathe. Bring your feet together. Bring them as close as you can. With your thumbs into the ball joints of your feet. Try to go as deep as you can so that the webbing of your thumb is pressing into that big toe, the ball joint of the big toe. Wrap your fingers around your toes, around the top of your feet. Keep the blades together. Press your knees down gently. Open your feet, but keep the blades together. Soften your knees down the best that you can. Soften your body. Soften forward and down. With your elbows, help to push your knees down. Gently leaning the body. Keep opening the feet. This is Buddha feet. Breathing and allowing yourself to melt into it. Pull your tail towards your heels. Push your knees to the floor as we relax the body forward and down a little bit more. Breathing. And relax. And release. And soften. Bring your right leg inside. Bring your left leg inside. Up. Heel to ankle to start. Further forward if you need. Further out if you have to. It's okay. As close in as you can. Now, mind you, the body stays tall, both hips stay on the floor, and your foot stays flat. Can you do that? So wherever you need to be, find your way to stay. Some of you, not me, some of you can bring your foot across the other side and bring it flat to the floor without lifting the hip. I can't, so I'm here. More breathing, more relaxation. Let's start with a counter twist. So with the left arm holding your left leg, allow that right arm back. Lift up your heart, and gently take one breath around. Open yourself as far as you can. Use your shoulder blades, use your ribs on that right side. Inhaling, come back around. Grabbing a hold of the leg with the opposite arm, right? Twisting the other side. Exhale. Inhale and lift. Get ready to exhale a little bit more tighter into your twist. Maybe. Exhale. Can you feel more shoulder blade? And relax. And soft. Switch. Simple stuff. Simple. Nothing hard. Just about letting go of some tensions. Are you still breathing? Remember, breathe. Breathing is the most important aspect, right? So what do we say all the time? The asanas are the foundation of pranayama. Breathing. Life force. So important to get that established, breath. Make that connection within yourself, what the breath is. Life force. Work on that for a while. We'll talk a little bit more. But breathe and relax and where you can. What happened to my life? Coming off? Oh no. My life went off on Facebook, guys. Come back. Come back. Don't know what happened. Okay. Did both sides? And relax. Did you remember to go forward this way first? I hope so. Let's go wide. Wide legs. Wide feet go. A lot of hamstring work, right? A lot all the time hamstring, back, chest, the whole body. It's always long. So think about turning your knees in a little bit, turning your toes in a little bit. Imagine yourself touching the floor. Just a direction. Don't worry about you touching. I'm not going to touch. Some of you probably can. Don't worry about it. Whether you do or you don't, it doesn't matter as long as it doesn't hurt. Okay? It doesn't matter. It's just a direction. But just notice the different pulls. Now go straight as you can. Notice your body lifting. Are you leaning forward? I'm back. I missed you. I don't know what happened. Welcome back. I'm glad you're with me. Facebook is back. Yay. Okay. Take a deep breath. Reach the arms up to the sky. Soften to the left leg. Reach upward. Inhale, come back up. Soften to the right leg. Lift up. Can you rotate out wider? Can you feel your back lifting tall? Inhale, come back up. Let's do that again. Left leg. Reach. Where did I put my glasses? Anybody see my glasses? Inhale, come back up. Exhale, I can see a little bit better. Still can't see who's talking to me though. Inhale, come back up. Let's go softly forward. Now try to keep your hands up. Try to use your belly. Try to keep your back flat. Try. Engage those legs. Try. Not hard. Just try to keep those arms up as high to the ears as you can without letting everything round forward. Fight that. Fight that by lifting yourself. Let the hips do the work. Even if you don't move. Breathe.
Inhale, come back up and relax. And release and soften. Swing the legs around to the back, onto the hands and knees. Did you do anything hard today? No, it was soft. It's really soft. Just a little bit more. One of my favorite poses, I'm going forward for now. One of my favorite poses really is lizard. So come up on your knees, give yourself enough room, and gently bring the right leg forward. Forward enough so that you have to lean forward on top of your knee, on top of your heel with your knee. Bring both hands on the inside. Reach. See my chin? Well, I'm only looking at you, but where we should be is chin down, head extending, and the hips gently dropping. As the hips are dropping the body flat, then the elbows maybe begin to bend. That's just to help you. Notice if your knee is bending out to the side. Can you keep it straight for now? Breathe in. And come back up. Stay here and go make a letter Y. So the leg is long in the back. We're pushing both hips forward, knees opening outward a little wider as we travel over to the side more. Continue to push your hips forward what you can and lower your body. Keep that knee tracking straight as you can. So turn your toes where the knee is, right? And keep it straight. Come back around and come back in. Stand up. Oh, that feels so good in the lower back, hip area, right? Stretching, breathing. Nothing hard, just calm. Inhale, enough, left leg forward. How far can you come? Keeping it straight, keeping it angled, nice and even, so that you lean on top of it. Hands coming down, body staying flat. Give yourself room so you can stay with wide shoulders and your knee can stay pulling in. Yes. Yes. Gently. Don't let your head lift. Reach the body forward softly, bend your elbows as the body's lowering. And only to what you can take now. This side is a little tighter than the other side, so I'm staying here for a while. I don't have to move. Just breathe into it. Maybe you can extend your body a little further. Maybe. Okay, come back up. Allow your hands to travel to the corner. Your knee stays in line with your toe. So turn your toe out a little bit so you can bow your knee a little bit, right? Pushing the hips straight forward. Let the elbows bend, reaching your body away from the hips. Easy does it. And gently come back up and softly come back around. Oh, let's have a seat. Oh. We need to counter that, I think. Yeah? We need to counter that a little bit, I think. We need to press those hips open. So allow yourself to make room to lay down. Lay down. Lay down and let the knees bend upward. Heels about hip width apart. Allow yourself to melt so that your head is melting into the floor. And breathe. And allow yourself to breathe. Feel your feet pressing into the floor. Feel the chin melting to the throat. Shoulder blades are beginning to tuck under the body. Arms along and pressing into the floor. So we want to lift the entire spine off the floor. So as we press the hips off the floor, tuck those shoulders under more. Breathe in. Can you tuck your arms under as well? Breathe in. Extend the elbows, extend the arms, and lift the hips. Soften your chin to the throat. Can you lift the hips up higher, doming the chest up? Imagine the chest touches the chin. Notice your knees. Are they bowing? Are they buckling? Are they flat? Are they even? Let the mind travel. Let the mind work. Are you still soft? And relax. And come back down. Stand down. Take a deep breath. Feel that release. All the tension releasing from the tension you just created. Lift your head up. Point your toes. Roll the thighs in. Feel yourself flat in your back on the floor. Reach the right leg. Gently pull. Soften completely down. On the exhale is when we lift, okay? Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Feel that core working. Feel that nice pull. Feel the back stretching. Feel how good that feels. Last one. Opposite side. And relax. Let both knees bend upward. Join your knees together. Join your feet together. Let the arms come out. So I'm going to turn to the left. I'm going to let the knees drop to the right. Just relax. Let them stack together. Feel your hips doing the work, pushing away from the ribs, pushing toward the right side. Melt your neck and shoulders flat as they can. Let them. Just breathe and let yourself melt like a puddle of water. Find your lowest point. Don't be afraid to adjust yourself for a more comfortable position for yourself. Take a deep breath. On your next inhale, allow the knees to roll back up. Adjust yourself to your neutral spot. The head turns to the right, the knees drop to the left. Allow yourself room. Allow yourself to reach. Readjust yourself when you need to. Don't be afraid to move yourself. It's just what the body lets us do today. That's good enough, isn't it? Just to feel a little better. Take a deep breath. Gently come back up. Let the knees gently sway, gently from side to side, not completely down, but just little bits, little swaying of those legs. Feel the back releasing a little bit more, let it soften, melting. Drop them to the right side completely into fetal pose. Fetal pose. Bring your knees together. Stack them. Pull them into your chest. Use your bottom arm like a pillow. Let yourself rest. Let yourself go. Did you know that fetal pose is the pose we get this best rest? Stay, you stay. You stay in fetal pose. Focus on your breath now. Feel your inhale. Feel your exhale heading up further down. With gratitude in your heart, the kindness that you've shown yourself today, and allowing yourself this time to de-stress, to let go. I'll be posting on here with a picture, I guess, I'm not sure. I don't know how to do it yet. My schedule, or better yet, visit my website, bohoyogabayonne.com. Visit my website. It's going to tell you all the online classes, and that'll be on starting tomorrow. I'll be working on that tonight. Rest. Sorry. Too much. Okay, take a deep breath. Gently push away from the floor, come on up to a seated pose, sitting up as tall as you can. Soften the hands together, bring them to your heart, a little bow of your head. Gratitude in your heart for the kindness you've shown yourself. And with kindness and with gratitude, take a deep breath. Allow the head to lift, the eyes begin to open. I'll be back at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning with Yoga for All. Thank you. Have a good night.